With Piccolo, well, obviously I'd spent 6 years meeting food producers, chefs, food journalists, and I felt that a lot of the trends happening in food could be brought into baby, and a kind of different health and taste profile could be brought into baby. I come from a long history of grocery, actually, with my family having a grocery shop up in the mountains of Italy. And I wanted to bring forward a lot of the herbs and spices that we use in the Mediterranean. So you can see in a lot of our products, there's like a little hint of something. Basil, rosemary, thyme, and then spices like vanilla, cinnamon. And we wanted to just explore and stretch baby's palate with the Piccolo profile. Piccolo launched it's the first food brand to partner with the National Childbirth Trust, which is colloquially known as the NCT. It's the biggest parenting organization in the UK, supporting those first critical 1,000 days. And that has been hugely rewarding. I've been an NCT mom for a long time, and I wanted to give back to an organization I believe passionately about. The aim around the partnership, obviously, is by 2020, the NCT is trying to reach about 20 million parents. So Piccolo hopes to be supporting them in that journey and reaching British parents on the pathway to have a very nutritious and healthy start to their baby's first forays into food. The NCT has branches across the UK, from Isle of Skye to Plymouth, and we are doing activity based on what's best in that region, even down to that town where the NCT is most, doing the most work. So we might work, for example, in Leeds a lot with the dads groups, because they're quite prevalent. NCT has dads groups, and in Devon be doing a different kind of activity around, for example, bumps to babies, which helps pregnant moms get together with moms who have a baby of a couple of months and kind of share best practices and learnings. So we do whatever is best to support the NCT branch in that area. With baby and the whole eating journey, it's a family affair, however that family is made up. We are very much talking to the different types of families that exist in the UK and trying to help them on their journey, and that's very much giving back to the community. It might be that we are giving out a lot of recipes, and it's more about also how to make it from scratch. And then if you're also going to try our product, we'd love you to, but it is about a whole educational piece. And that's very much why we are the first baby food brand to work with the NCT in this kind of unique way. Maybe got off to a bit of a lucky start in the sense that the values around what I was doing before, which is slow food, which is like natural ingredients and working with small producers, that Waitrose knew me from that journey. So they were the first supermarket to give Piccolo its chance, which I'm really grateful for. And it's been quite, I think, a nice entry into working with retailers. I feel a lot of common ground with them. However, there's other supermarkets that are doing great work in the UK. So that's why we decided to go into Asda with our full collection. So that's coming out in a couple of weeks. And Asda is quite a leader in the baby food category across the retailers. Obviously, coming from a nonprofit charitable background, it is a very different arena, but Piccolo was set up with other founding members of the team. And so I'm very much about, when it comes to interfacing with the retailers, it is important that we're doing it as a team. So it's quite a consensus kind of led brand. One of the big challenges facing Britain right now is the childhood obesity. And I saw that very acutely when I was at Slow Food working with chefs like Jamie Oliver. And my aim is for Piccolo to really knuckle down and support the National Childbirth Trust on its journey into affecting the first 1,000 days, because childhood obesity also starts with, and very much it's the initial foray into it, is what mom is eating when she's pregnant, and first foods, and what's around the family dinner table. There's been a lot of studies recently coming out of the US about what's eaten at the dinner table, what even a 1-year-old sees their parents eat will affect their choices. It seems so commonsensical, but we have to think about the whole unit around baby and the education we're giving the whole family. So for me, Piccolo has to help affect that larger problem within society in terms of being an educational and make a difference kind of brand.